Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and this is the start of another new series. And in this series, we're going to be trying to automate, or I'm going to be showing you guys how to automate every single vanilla item, like all of these, except for the ones that can't be crafted, or like the enchanted golden apple. That's not happening. I can't automate that. And command blocks and stuff like that, you can't get that in survival, so no, we're not automating those. And I'm not going to be using command blocks. It's going to all be done in survival. And so I think for it to be automated, like fully automated by my definition, has to be self-sufficient. Like you could just leave it going forever, and the only thing that will stop it from going forever is the storage, and there's no way around that. So, and the simplistic design I've gone for, usually go for simplistic because it's just easier to make massive. It's easier than making massive designs that only do a little better. So I've gone for that. So today we're going to be doing food items. All of these minus this. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to automate. So without further ado, let's go. So the first one is I'm going to show you guys how these work. There's going to be the farming station from Ender IO. This is the only way I found to get apples automatically. They're, with the set of mods I have here today at least, they're pretty hard to get. So you're going to want to have tools in here. You don't need diamond stuff, obviously, but you can if you want. But you're going to be able to automate them, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. So this will plant it, harvest it, all that. It'll put the wood in here, which will turn it into planks. This is a sawmill, and then this is on round robin, this conduit. So that will go into here and here equally. This is going to make sticks and pump them into here. This is going to take planks and sticks. It's going to craft axes. So you can make that same design if you wanted for hose as well, and then you could make an iron farm or something, like from vanilla Minecraft. You don't even need mods. You can just make an iron farm to automatically make shears, and then you're good. So let's see how this works first. It's going to plant that somewhere around here. I planted it right there. That is a terrible spot. But let's just grab some bone meal to speed this up a little bit. It doesn't take as long as normal trees, but oh, it's a big tree. So it's going to take a little bit to chop that down, but it is going to do it. And then eventually, you'll see that it gets chopped down. It plants 2 more. We don't want those though. And there's no wood in here. The apples and leaves are going to go in here, so that's what we're trying to get. And the wood is gone here and here. And then you can see eventually, it's still making wood, because it got a lot of wood from that. Eventually, the sticks are going to go in there. It's going to start crafting wooden axes. But it can't, let's say we take them out, it can't pump them anywhere. Like, it can't pump them in here because they already need an axe, but if there wasn't, then you could do that. Obviously, they don't want to have that much durability, but you're going to be getting so many of them that it won't even matter. Like, there's going to be wooden axe after wooden axe, and you can do the same thing with hose. If you leave this going, it'll produce an insane amount of wood. It does use a good amount of power, which I forgot to mention. You're going to need power for all this. There's lots of ways to make infinite renewable power, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm just using creative ones because I'm lazy. So let's get these out of here. Don't need these. Don't need bone meal. So now everything is just deciding to not have normal weather. So another complicated one we're going into right off the bat is not cakes. Actually, we should probably go into this first. So basically how this works is you can just pump the apples into this thing instead, and you can make a gold farm. And what that will do is, can you put these in here? No, you can't. That will do, it's like a vanilla farm. It's with zombie pigmen. You just kill them automatically. Or you could do it with powered spawners from Ender IO. But I'm not going to go in depth in that because it's not really mods, because it's better to use a vanilla one because the powered spawners require power, obviously. So let's just say these got pumped into here, you had gold, and boom. So I thought I set that to go into there, but I guess not. So now That is an energy cube. I'm stupid. Okay, I didn't make a storage for that, but just imagine. And so now we're going to be using this from Industrial 4 going. This will automatically milk cows. And there's a bunch of chickens. They've already made a bunch of eggs, probably. Yep. Just how long we've been in this world. And this is just an ultimate food tank from Mechanism. So basically how this works is, this is a cake. There's a recipe in here, but it's a lot of stuff that it's pretty hard to get. So basically, we unpause this. Let's say we unpause this. It would continue milking the cow. It would put it in here. And what it would do is it would pump the milk into here. And then this would fill buckets with it. And it would pump them into this. It's a little messy, but you get the idea. It would pump them out of this into here. And then this would have buckets of milk. And then this would craft with them and then pump the buckets back in here. Which is nice, so you don't have to craft that many buckets. You don't need it. You probably only need like 6 or something. But it's nice to just have that extra buffer. So we've gotten the eggs, we gotten the milk, we still need the sugar and the wheat. So the sugar is going to be made with the farmer. So this only takes power. It doesn't take anything else, fertilizer, nothing. It just takes power and it grows them. So this one's going to be growing sugarcane. That's going to be piped all the way up there just so it doesn't obstruct the sugarcane. Into this double crusher. It doesn't have to be double crusher. It can just be normal one as well because you won't be getting that much sugarcane. And that's going to be crushed. Yeah, there's a lot of recipes. Oh, it's already here. So sugarcane into 3 sugar. That's really good. And you can put that in here. It goes right over there. And now this is a farmer. It creates wheat, which goes into there. And if we were to grab seeds, of caps lock on, of course, and sugarcane, put that in there, it would start growing that. We put that in there. Sorry, basically, you're gonna wait for this to grow. I'm not gonna wait because it will take a while. And wait for this to grow. I'm also not gonna wait. But basically, I'm just gonna grab some wheat so I can just demonstrate it. This will harvest them. Keep planting more. You can put a few of these in there. It should get transported out into here. And then you can put some sugarcane into here. The right is the output, by the way. It's the stuff it's harvested. That'll go right into here. This will start crushing it. I have auto split items on, so it splits them evenly, so it doesn't take as long. And then if we put this on, it would start pumping into here. This thing would, it does take a little bit for the milk to be sent all the way over there, but it is definitely a good way to do it. It's probably already crafted its first cake. So if you take that out, it'll craft another. You can just put like one of these there, and you can get it to output at the top, and then it'll output the cakes automatically into this chest, which is nice. So we are waiting on wheat, but you just put some more of that in there. It does take a while for the wheat to grow, obviously, so you will have a little bit of a backup at first, but it will make cakes eventually. So so far we've done apples, golden apples, and cakes. So, but these are the more complicated ones, so it won't take as long. So this is a massive setup, but basically this is to automate this thing I have in my inventory, Flux Fight-A-Grow. And this is used with this thing, which is beautiful. Basically, you put fertilizer and you put the item in and it grows it right inside the machine. So that is really nice to have. And this is why I'm going to be teaching you guys how to automate this, so you can use it, because we're going to be using that in a lot of the builds over there. So this might look a little complicated. It is pretty complicated. But basically, you're going to have to jumpstart the system with some fertilizer in here. I will put that in. But this doesn't have power right now. But as soon as it does, it'll start going. So you're going to want to put arboreal extractors on an oak tree. This is really annoying. And they're going to start making sap. And they're going to transport it with fluid ducts into this thing. This fluid transposer right here. And basically it all starts with this. this is going to make cobblestone. There doesn't need to be 2,000 bucks of water in there. I think I accidentally did that. But that goes into there. It makes a lot of cobblestone. It transports it into here, here, and here. So basically, these two are the same thing. They're just so slow that you need 2 rows of them to be the most efficient. You could do this with 1 row, but it's not ideal. And this thing is going to it's going to pulverize the cobblestone into sand and gravel. The secondary output is gravel. So the secondary output is sand. The primary output is gravel, sorry. So the gravel is going to go over here. That is going to be pulverized. It's going to always give sand. That's going to go. The sand that we get from here is going to go all the way over to this network. And this row is going to be the exact same thing. It's going to go to this network. And the gravel is going to be a secondary output of flint. And that is just going to go into this cache. It's not really used for anything in the system. You can just grab it. Another way to automate flint, I guess. So basically, we have sand in this network now and cobblestone. So this thing is going to get sand and cobblestone, and it needs sand as like sort of a fuel, I guess, to smelt anything. So that's why the sand needs to go in here, and then it'll smelt the cobblestone, and it gives stone bricks. But that's not what we're looking for. The stone bricks just go up here. A primary output. Funny, we only need the secondary, which is slag. We don't need rich slag, we just need slag. And that is going to go all the way into here. And this is what we're doing it for, the Phyto Grow. We're going to have slag, niter, and pulverized charcoal go into here. We already see how to get the slag. Then, what it's going to do is it's going to go from here. No, this isn't going to make anything else, sorry. So the sand is going to go into here. It's going to combine them into sandstone. And then it's going to output them to this pulverizer, which is going to then pulverize the sandstone into 2 sand always, and a chance of niter. And then that niter is going to go into here. And you're going to want filters to whitelist certain stuff. Like this one can only take that. This one can only take sand. This one can only take just normal Phyto Grow. This one can only take the 3 crafting materials. Or no, the one comes in from here. So this left side produces sand. It produces a bunch of sand, which is produced into niter and slag. And this side, you're going to need some fertilizer. But basically, you're going to need fertilizer to jumpstart it because you need the pulverized charcoal from this. So you grow this into a bunch of wood. That goes up in here, smelted into charcoal. That should not be there. And then it goes into here, which pulverizes into pulverized charcoal. And that goes into here. And then you have that. Okay, you've got your Phyto Grow. And now you can see here, this can take Phyto Grow. Basically what it does is put sap into the Phyto Grow, and then it turns into rich Phyto Grow, which is the next tier. And then last tier is this thing, which basically just puts energy into them, and that turns into flux Phyto Grow. That goes here. And this can take it again. So it's an infinite loop. So we are going to quickly connect this with power. Put maybe 1 fertilizer, that's all we really need. So you can see this thing is zooming along. And it's cool to see all the items going into here. It's already filling up these super fast. It's already made stone bricks. It's already gotten slag. That was quite lucky. It's like a 10% chance. And that should not be there. There we go. So now there's flint in there. I don't know. I've never seen that happen. But yeah, just ignore that. It's not going to go into there anymore. We'll put some more of this in there. It'll instantly do it. Pulverize it, and we got niter. Awesome. So the niter is going to go into there. And then we're going to make that. So that is going to go into here. And it makes 16, which is nice. So you'll have a lot of this. And then you can see we had some there. It's going into there. But it's also going into there, which we do not want to happen yet. So let's just quickly see what's happening here. So basically, I just have to open this up. get a food up and put that there. So, wait, did I screw something up? I did. I don't know what I did, but I screwed something up. Okay, so you're gonna have an aqueous accumulator down there. Alright? I see what I screwed up. I think so. Can you put water underneath it? I think that'll work. So it is getting water. It's not that fast. So basically, this is how to make mushroom soup. You're gonna use this setup. You're gonna grow mushrooms. They're gonna be transported to here. You're also gonna get wood. You're gonna get mushrooms from here as well. Put that in there. You're also gonna, I don't know if I set this up actually. Basically, you're gonna take this thing and you're gonna redirect it into here, like over here, into another one of these things. And that's gonna craft bowls. You're gonna craft it into sawmill over there. And you're gonna craft it into bowls, and then they're gonna go over here, and you're gonna make mushroom stew. So that is nice. I don't know why there's fire there. Also, this rain is literally assaulting me. Like, I don't understand why there's so much rain. So I'm just gonna disconnect the system because it's a little bit annoying. We don't need it right now. And let's go over here. So next on the list is pork chops. I think that's what I want for next. So we've done 4 items. So pork chops are pretty simple, luckily. We just need another capacitor. So just have a stack of these. And basically it's going to spawn a pig. This thing is going to capture it. It's going to go into this thing. You need this augment in this thing to be able to process morbs. Because otherwise it won't take them. Basically it's going to process them. It's going to kill them inside the morb. It's going to send the morbs back into here because they're reusable. And it's going to send the food up here. You can cook it and put it in there. And you could just remove the furnace if you somehow wanted raw pork chops. I don't know why, but yeah. It's also going to get liquid XP. So you could just put that in a tank or something. But let's see. Let's do 1 round of this. And take that out. And it should capture them in a second. And there we go. So they're all in here. This thing's taken 1. It's going to put that. It's going to put the more back down. Because this thing has 31. So it's not going to go into there. There we go. This thing's quite fast because it's resonant. But we already have 2 cooked pork chop. And you could just leave this going if you wanted to have more. It's quite fast. Like from 1 spawn of this, we got 5. So that is a good way to do that. And if you wanted, you could also automate every single fish with this thing. Every single fish. This just catches every single fish. And if we were to put, I just have to configure it to output to this. You could cook the ones that could be cooked. So that just takes care of all of the fish here. Because you can catch all of it. You can see we have clownfish, pufferfish, raw fish, cooked salmon, cooked fish. We could get raw salmon too. So that's all the fish right there. Basically how you're going to want to set up this aquatic entangler is you just want it in a 5x5x2 area and it in the middle top of it. And that's pretty simple. So now I don't know what this is. Right, okay. This is cookies. Okay. I forgot for a second. So we need 2 of these. We need this to be pumping into them. This is cocoa beans. This is seeds. The wheat is going to be pulverized, which turns it into flour. Then the alloy smelter is, you don't even need, like you can literally just make cookies in an alloy smelter, which is interesting. So I'm just going to put 1 fertilizer in each of these things. And then we'll just wait a few seconds. It's pretty fast because it's resonant. You don't need to have it all resonant, obviously. And also, I forgot to mention, all of these are going to have monoculture cycle. Basically, what that does is it doesn't use up this. It's obviously more energy, but that's okay. So it's going to have flour up there, and it's already made bread. Bread. It appears there's a fatal error with this design. Apparently. No, alloys only. You're stupid. Okay, so you're gonna want to set this to alloys only. Forgot about the fact. So basically what's happening there is we're getting flour in here, and it was smelting that into bread without the cocoa beans, and the cocoa beans were being smelted without that. So now that should take care of this problem. If we wait for these should not go in yet. This does not. Okay, there. No. Just stop being nice. So now that'll alloy smelt, and boom, we have 8 cookies. So boom, that is a really good thing to do. Like 1 cocoa bean and 1 flour is 8 cookies. Like you can get a lot of cookies with this thing. It's a really good source of food in my opinion. So now we are going to be doing melons. So if we put 1 fertilizer in here, you could grow that, and then you could split it into 9 melon slices and output it to there. Or if you want the melon blocks, you could just leave it. Like you can see here, it's going to split them quite fast. And these blue machines don't actually require power. And boom, 27 melons right there. This does require fertilizer, obviously, so you'll have to have all of these hooked up to that system. You might need to make a couple if you're using a lot of these designs. But yeah. So this is zombies. Basically what it's going to do is it's going to capture them. I forgot to put morbs in there. I'll just put those in there really quick. And it's peaceful. Whoops. My bad, everyone. There's a lot of screw-ups in this thing, but that's okay. We're all here to learn, including me, because I'm stupid. So those will be captured. They'll be processed in here. Okay, so they'll be processed in here. Yep, I'm very smart. And it'll go in here, and you get rotten flesh. So that's cool. So now I don't actually know what this is. It's carrots. So it's kind of self-explanatory. You just put the fertilizer in, it grows, and it goes into this thing. It's really not that hard. And we wait, and carrots. So that's pretty easy to make. This, I believe, is baked potatoes. So this is how you automate 3 types of potatoes right here. All the types of potatoes. Yeah, potatoes, if you remove the redstone furnace, you get baked potatoes with the redstone furnace. And if you grow potatoes, the secondary output is actually poisonous potatoes. So that goes there. And if you want to automate any other cooked food, you could just do what we did for the pigs. That's the thing. Like we've automated all of these right now. And we've gotten down to, we haven't done these yet, but you can do all this. You can just replace the zombie spawner with a spider spawner. You can replace the spawners with other things if you want to do other things. Carrots, all the potatoes, and boom. So let's see if we got a poisonous potato. I did not mean to do that. We did actually. It has like a 0.5% chance. We're getting really lucky right now. You can see here, 15% chance. That is not even close to 0.5, but that's not what I meant to say. So now, they're dying. Rip, okay. Let's take these out. Those aren't supposed to be there. So it's eggs, right? Those eggs get transported, or not, into... Why are they not getting transported? I'm actually confused right now. What? Input them. Okay, well this should work for you. I don't know. It's just not working for me. So basically you're going to have the pumpkins go up there. You're going to have the sugarcane get crushed into sugar. And boom. That's it. Another one just died. Why are you dying? There's not more of you spawning. There's no entity cramming. There's no way. So. And that should go into there. I'm really bad at this right now. Sorry. I thought I had this all set up, but apparently not. it should be outputted up into there, and that will output into, apparently not. Here, let me tell you about this thing called the servo, and that will pull items out unless it doesn't work for some reason. This thing refuses to take input. Oh, because unavailable. Unavailable. How could you do such a thing? I don't understand why this isn't inputting stuff. But for now, we're just going to automatically put it in. Again, it's not going in. I don't know why. Like, it's on input. It should be inputting, but it's not. So, my bad. We'll take these, put them up there. This should craft some pumpkin pie, which will go into this. And boom, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie for all. So this is rabbit stew, I believe. And we are nearing the end. Cooked rabbit, raw rabbit. Just this. It's literally just this. Cook it. That's it. That's all you need to do. Same thing with the rabbit spawner. So what is this actually? No, it is rabbit stew. So basically, you're gonna wanna get carrot. Crap. Okay. Carrot. Do mushrooms not count as a food item? Apparently not. I mean, I guess they're not a food item. A mushroom, any mushroom will work. I just use bread because I like them. I don't know. Potato. And a sapling. So, which one has... None of them do. Okay, so you're going to want to get the sapling infuser augment. Put it in the one that's making this. This is one is making wood. And that is going to go into here. It's going to be turned into planks. It's going to craft bowls. And those are going to be outputted to here. So, then what you're going to do. The secondary output is sawdust. You can just put that somewhere. I don't know. It's kind of useless. This is going to be potatoes. And then they're going to get baked. Put up there. And the carrots and the mushrooms. Sorry about that. The carrots and the mushrooms, you can just grow them, just put them in there. You don't need to do anything with them. And those are already going in there. That was fast. Look at how many baked potatoes. 9 baked potatoes. Like 9 carrots. That's a lot. And this has 56. Why are you not going in? I do not understand. Okay. Let's do this. Maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Okay. Apparently, that looks so stupid. Look at how many balls are just going in. So, once you get the rabbit, which is from here, you take that, you put the capacitor in. It's just a kill thing again. And you put it to this network. And this, except for the fact that I forgot to put morbs in it again. I'm so stupid. Okay, we're good though. You got them. And they are not being killed because I did not set this up right. At all. So this will kill them. I'll put the morbs back in there. And then this will cook them. They'll go over here. We'll get rabbit soup. And you just put that in there. And it'll just pipe them out. And boom, you've already got some rabbit stew. There is, as you could probably tell, a little bit of an imbalance. So you might want to limit the how fast the wood grows. Because, yeah, that's a lot of bowls. Too many bowls compared to like this. And the last thing, we got mutton you can just do with that. The last thing is beetroot soup. So get out of here. You're gonna want, again, just to make wood. I'm astonished at how bad I prepared for this, but it's fine. Just gonna make this resonant. You're gonna want to get the augments that you need, preferably ahead of time, like I didn't do. Sapling infusion lets it grow saplings, and this will just make it so it doesn't disappear. This also doesn't have it, so you're gonna, in here, oh my gosh, in here, you're gonna get a sapling, and there you're gonna want to get beetroot. So sapling goes in there, fertilizer, beetroot. Okay. I'm just not going to say anything because I never grow beetroot. I hate beetroot. It sucks. So I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know the seeds. I just assumed it was like carrots and potatoes. So that will eventually grow and go into here. See, look, it makes 18 wood. That's how good Flux Fighter grows. Like, that's why you should use it. From one sapling, it makes 18 wood. You're going to get way too many bulls, as usual, but it's not really any way to avoid that. Eventually, it will make beetroots and go into nowhere. Where did the beetroots go? Oh, it made one. Okay. So it'll get 1 beetroot soup per cycle of this because it'll get 6 beetroot. And boom, there's your soup. So everything is just, it's always raining in this world. I'm pretty sure it's been raining basically this entire video, which is unbelievable. So there you have it. That is how to automate every single food item in Minecraft. And I am going to continue this until I've automated every single thing. That is modded, so just ignore that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please comment down below what you enjoyed, what I could do better. And thanks for watching. See you next time.